YouTube, what's good? What's going on? It's your guy, Hugh Steph, and this is Billionaire Talk. Welcome back to the channel, man. A quick breakdown. I had a comment from a subscriber on my last video basically saying, hey, you spelled billionaire wrong. Well, the thing is, my company, my music company, is called Billion Ear, E-A-R, Studios, or Billionaires with a Z. That's just what I came up with, but we're not here for that. That'll be another video. If you're interested, and why or the history behind it, that could be a separate video. Just let me know in the comments. But anyway, today's video is brought to us by Medium Man, where a gay blogger is saying that black men are, apparently straight black men are the enemies of the black community. I don't know what this is about, so we're going to tap into this and break this down. But you already know how it goes. Before we dive into the video, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your people, and yeah, now we can go ahead and get into the video.
Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
Straight black men are the cancer of the black community. Argue with your mammy. I've been saying for years on this show that black men need to have a conversation, black men alone. We have got to figure out what is going on with us. This is not something that black women can help us with. This conversation does not include black women. Black women, stand down and stand to the side. Black men need to have a kumbaya amongst themselves, and I'm gonna niche this out a little more. And it's heterosexual black men.
Yeah, so let's try something here real quick. Black culture makes up black people, meaning black men and black women. It's like, why single out straight black or heterosexual black men? We all need to sit at the table and have a conversation because both sides have wants and needs and demands. And real quick, just let me ask y'all something. You know how they say that if you're not married, you're not qualified to speak on married people's problems or, you know, shit like that. So if you're a gay black man, are you qualified to speak on, as far as like the black culture, are you qualified to speak on heterosexual black men and what they go through with women or what they contribute to the community? Answer that for me in the comments if y'all have an answer.
What makes this conversation even more uncomfortable but necessary is this.
There is a conversation that needs to be had in-house amongst the straight black male collective. Black women are excelling in so many different areas. They've mobilized, they got their sister thing, they getting their degrees, getting themselves together. And there is this, you know, super toxic masculine push to be alpha males and to be leaders and want to be in charge of everything. And I say this with my whole chest.
Well, I say this with my whole chest. It's the women that want those men to step up and be quote unquote men, being the men that their fathers used to be, and being real men and masculine and all that. This whole thing came about when women started challenging men, saying like, hey, I have more money, I don't need you, what good are you for? And then men stepped up and say, hey, I'm still valuable. You know what I'm saying? Then Kevin Samuels pretty much brought the value back to men. And that's where this thing kind of took, I guess you could say, took a second turn to shitland. We just don't walk around every day and say, hey, I see you, and there's a woman, I'm a man, obey me. Like, no. Most of us on a day-to-day basis, we go out, we may say hello, we may smile, we may hold doors open. If we work with them, you know, we may socialize, we make sure that they're good, taken care of, we help them out. So we have to stop focusing on what social media pushes and what all these relationship gurus are putting out there. This is complete nonsense. Continue, please, brother.
Want to be in charge of so much shit and want to be the head of the household and want you to respect them. And not all brothers, but many, the only thing they got on their damn resume is audacity. Ooh. That's it. Ain't got shit else to offer the world but and audacity. We start talking about issues that maim the black community and dead weight. The numbers show it ain't the sisters.
They ain't gonna like you saying that.
I don't give a damn. It ain't the sisters. It ain't the gay boys.
Yeah, because that's
it ain't us.
Yes.
It's
So it ain't the gay boys, but and guys, this is not me attacking. I have no beef with the gay community. I rocks with them. But my issues with this brother right here, I'm listening to him. He legit sounds like the angry black mother, you know what I'm saying, that's over men. Because how are you also a black man, although you're not straight? You're speaking as if you don't contribute some way, shape, or form to, I guess, this thing that you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know nothing about him, so I would love to actually pick him apart if I knew more. That's like you pandering. Like when you isolate yourself from something and then, you know, you start speaking on this side to make you look better. Nah, brother, I'm pretty sure you got some skeleton in your closet. I'm pretty sure.
It's not us.
Yeah.
The gay boys, we ain't the ones selling dope. We ain't the ones in gangs. We ain't the ones creating illegitimate children, running around, you know, creating broken homes. We ain't the ones battering and beating the women. It's not us.
Some gay are men who have sex with men, black men, frequently bash heterosexual black men online. They call them toxic, broken, or the problem, often in defense of black women. But here's the irony. The CDC and public health data show that men who have sex with men behavior is one of the main contributors to the HIV crisis among black women. So this isn't about shaming, this is about balance and accountability. You can't bash straight black men while ignoring the role of undisclosed MSM behavior, putting black women at risk. So now let's address the down low narrative. Black men who have sex with men but don't identify as gay or bisexual. Research shows that among men who have sex with men, about 20% identify as down low, but not all of them are black. And even when accounting for DL men, heterosexual black men still don't make up the overwhelming majority. That belongs to white men. So yes, the DL population exists, but no, it is not large enough to change the broader truth.
Want to protect black women, stop sleeping with so many and giving all of them herpes. And then, you know, want to protect black women, stop sleeping with so many and giving all of them herpes.
Dad of two by two women. Have you ever been married?
I haven't.
Never married. All right, what kind of woman you looking for now, Christopher?
We discussed this before.
You know, you know damn well Christopher ain't looking for a woman. Christopher is looking for another Chris. Stop playing, Kendra. You know what I mean? You go in a Breakfast Club and you talk about what straight men need to stop doing. You be on here pump faking with your women guests and your gay male guests. Look at bro. And I get it. There's men that's androgynous, where they, you know, they may keep up with their looks a little bit more than the average male. But come on. Come on, Kendra.
I don't remember.
I was on your show in February, so I am looking for a man.
Real quick, are you bisexual? Is that what we call it?
Not anymore. I told you before that really didn't matter. Females mostly hit me up. Females would still try to talk. Females are going to be the ones that reach out to me. And it was like out of maybe 1,000 follows and messages and all that, maybe 10 were dudes and the rest were females.
So are you open to females or is it men only?
Men only.
Okay, so you're saying 990 ladies reached out to you and only 10 men reached out to you?
Yeah.
And you said on that live that you wanted men only too?
I did.
Wow, the ladies still reached out to you.
Yeah.
It's a man shortage, child. They trying to get a man, child.
Ms. Ware, you claim that after one night of passion with the defendant, you ended up pregnant, but he is now denying paternity of your 3-year-old son, Ayante.
We would hang out with each other, long talks. This is my gay best friend,
Oh, your gay best friend?
Yes.
And at that time, Mr. Wilson, you were dating men?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were dating other people at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I was bored. I was home alone, I was like, you want to come over, get him some drinks, turn up and chill with Netflix or something. And
when you do your neck like that, that means you up to something.
Yes.
Okay. That's why you said it.
We got to drinking. No, watching little movies or whatever, and I ain't gonna lie, I made a move, and he didn't push me away, so that was my reassurance. Okay, maybe he want this too.
So wait, now, when did you start even liking him?
Oh, I liked him from day one. I'm confident about myself. You know, he might think he's gay or whatever. You know, that's why I'm thinking to myself, he think he's gay. You know, but he ain't met me.
So you had been plotting on this all the time, but you were waiting for the time to make your move.
Yes, ma'am.
So you really had your eyes on your gay best friend. This is the guy you really wanted.
Yes, ma'am.
She kind of seduced me. You know, we started drinking. I got intoxicated. One thing led to another.
She seduced you how?
Basically, after she got me drunk, she kind of started filling up on me and stuff, so.
Yes, that face right there says everything I'm about to ask, because I can't be mad at her on the grounds of, brother, if you gay and you gay for real, can't no straight woman turn you out. But here's the thing, I learned this in Atlanta, right? I had a gay roommate when I was in college, and coolest dude ever. And bro was telling me with the real, he was like, yo, don't get shit twisted. Like, gay niggas be fucking girls too. I said, word? But I thought y'all just love niggas. He said, I mean, there's some of us that, you know, do, and then there's others that, you know, every once in a while, just because we can, we might drop off in some cat. Others do it out of curiosity. You know, everybody's different. I was like, damn, I just learned something new. So it could be that, or bro is legit just in denial about him being out the closet. He ain't in the closet. He kind of got out the closet. You know what I mean?
And then, you know, it went from oral, then it just went from there.
Oh, okay. I asked the question, didn't I? So, Miss Ware, you had your plan all mapped out.
Yes, ma'am.
She proud of it,
You
too.
ain't no shame in your game, huh?
No, ma'am.
And I do understand that many black women are understandably concerned. Some unknowingly enter relationships with men who hide their same-sex activity, which absolutely poses a public health risk, which is why statistically, black women are more affected by HIV than any other female group. But here's what's rarely acknowledged. The majority of black LGBTQ+ individuals are women, especially bisexual women. So, black women aren't just impacted by the HIV crisis, they're also a significant part of the equation. We can't have an honest conversation if we're only blaming one group.
Black women, your sex is very expensive. It's very costly. Do you understand that 60% of these black men are not wearing condoms? Do you understand that many of these black men are DL? Do you understand that many of these men who go into jail at a 20% STI rate come out of jail at an 80% STI rate?
Look at the stats.
And that when you sleep with someone, you're sleeping with everybody in the community.
CDC Hive data, HIV data, 2022. So this is a bit dated, but who really has the most HIV in the black community? Black, I'm not sure if that's male, cis, I don't know what that is. We're just going to say gay black men. Second, black women. And then third is straight black men with 1,932. And then it says, so why are straight black men getting blamed? And the problem is with a lot of these people, when they come on here and speak, they don't factor in the numbers. Usually from a credible source that cites the data, you have to take that into account when you want to make a point in your argument. Because it's easy to create a narrative and run with it. Of course, black men right now, we are public enemy number one with a lot of things. Our women don't like us. The media doesn't like us. And a lot of these things are like they do at the same time. But you get what I'm saying? Black women don't like us. I guess depending on where you at and what you do, white folks or cops don't like you. Social media don't like you and all this other stuff. It's like we are fighting against everything. Even though we don't like each other. We see somebody down the street with a nice watch, we jacking them. Pause. We still in their watch. We're robbing them. That's what that means. It's hard, bro. It's really tough being a black man today. Like, we just don't get the love that we used to get. Now, well, we still do, right? But it's just being submerged behind all this social media gender war shit that's going on. And it's very tiresome. Extremely tiresome.
Black women represent more than 50% of all HIV cases among women. Your sex is expensive. Do you understand that 60% of these black men are not wearing condoms?
Now let's directly address a claim that was made, that 60% of black men don't use condoms. The first question we have to ask is simple. Where is the data for that claim? Because when we actually go to official data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the numbers tell a completely different story. According to the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics, in a report titled Unmarried Men's Contraceptive Use at Recent Sexual Intercourse, United States 2011 to 2015, published in August 2017, researchers used data from the National Survey of Family Growth to examine condom use across racial groups. And what they found directly contradicts that claim. Approximately 54.3% of non-Hispanic black men reported using a condom at their last sexual encounter. That is higher than non-Hispanic white men at 44.2% and higher than Hispanic men at 42.1%. So not only is the claim that black men don't use condoms unsupported, the actual data shows that black men are the most likely to use condoms among the major racial groups in that data set. Now, when you break it down even further, it becomes even more clear. The CDC also found that condom use is highest among younger men, especially those between the ages of 15 and 19, where usage rates reach approximately 75%. So when you combine those two facts, what you're really looking at is this: young black men are among the highest condom users in the country. And this isn't just one isolated finding. The CDC also reported that a higher percentage of unmarried non-Hispanic black men use the male condom compared to Hispanic and non-Hispanic white men overall. When we rely on actual CDC data, the narrative that black men are uniquely irresponsible when it comes to condom use is simply not supported. In fact, the data shows the opposite.
So if he is claiming, or if anybody else is claiming, that black men uniquely refuse condoms, they need to provide evidence for that claim, because the data we actually have does not support that narrative.
Do you understand that many of these black men are DL?
When researchers actually studied this narrative, they found the opposite of what social media and this guy suggested. Research shows that among men who have sex with men, about 20% identify as down low, but not all of them.
Oh, men who have sex with men. Okay, so they're saying it without saying it. So wait, men who have sex with men, about 20% identify as down low, but not all of them are black. Oh, that number makes more sense, because if we're focused, you see what I'm saying with narratives, because everyone so far that's been chiming in has been saying they throw black in front of their speaking point. Black man, black this, black gay man. So this number makes more sense, because I was thinking like, okay, are they trying to say that a lot of the gay men, the gay black men, are 20% of them are down? Like it confused me at first, but we good, we here. I'm a little tired, y'all. Pardon me.
Are black. And even when accounting for DL men, heterosexual black men still don't make up the overwhelming majority. That belongs to white men. So yes, the DL population exists, but no, it is not large enough to change the broader truth. And that doesn't even address the fact that there are more LGBTQ black women than LGBTQ black men. And you can find this information on the Williams Institute.
On behalf of the American
Well, I think we know that. Like, I've seen that firsthand, and I think it's just a public thing now. Like, okay, girls trips. There's a higher chance of girls going to a group girls trip together and doing freaky stuff together. We've seen them. They touch each other. They compare each other's breasts. They do a whole bunch of freaky shit. Fellas, we go on a trip. We're doing that to the women that we meet on the trip if we didn't bring any women on the trip. We're not doing that to each other. Now, of course, there may be guys who have done that, but again, it's not heard of. It's like way smaller of a percentage than women who are just out and about. I can guarantee you, if you're, the average dude and you got a home girl or two, they either have gay stories or dated girls at once or had a gay experience. Swear on everything. But maybe I'll give you 1 or 2 out of 10 men that you come across may have either done something with a guy or is, on the other team. Anyway, nobody cares about the numbers. That's why it's so easy just to come on here and say shit.
Institute at UCLA, about 1.2 million black adults in the United States identify as LGBTQ+. Of those, 61% are black women and 39% are black men. That means black LGBTQ+ women outnumber black LGBTQ black men by nearly 300,000.
I mean, we know this. We know this. This is common. Common sense ain't so common. Guys, that's going to be the end of the video right there. Please share your thoughts on this topic. Do you guys feel like black men are the enemy of the black culture? Well, excuse me, heterosexual black men. Are black heterosexual men public enemy number 1 of this culture community that we have? Or is it just made up because nobody listens to the numbers? Leave your thoughts below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!